a reckless scheme to sell off Kenya's future. To conceal their criminal operations, they have created marquee financial vehicles called special purpose vehicles. These are run by faceless technocrats and unaccountable corporations. The primary objectives of this vehicle is to divert public resources like robbery. It is shameless thievery, the likes of which no nation on planet Earth has ever seen or should witness. We call for the following with immediate urgency. Number one, Parliament must reclaim its authority and halt the illegal securitization of public taxes. Two, an independent audit into all SPVs being used to handle public resources. Three, the government must restore full capitation to schools and publish a clear time-bound commitment to fund free education as enshrined in the law. Four, Kenyans must mobilize, organize, and resist through civic engagement, legal action, and national solidarity.
Yeah, it was resolved that one of us should do the conclusion, but of course we'll be taking the necessary questions. This is very brief. Friends of goodwill, as the united opposition, we will not be silent as our country is auctioned. We will not bow down to intimidation. We will not allow the proliferation of fake news and propaganda to define our time. We will not allow a nation built on liberation to be destroyed by deception. Mr. Ruto, together with your team, you're on borrowed time. Hashtag one term is not just a reality, it is an eventuality. May God bless our Republic, Kenya. Thank you.
One term.
One term.
You can take the questions.
Yeah, one term. We can take the question. If there's any, and you can actually observe our inclusive nature of presentation. We will not leave the youth behind, and we will not leave the women behind. Nobody will be left behind. We do not claim monopoly of presentation going forward. Any question? And any segment of the Kenyan community without being branded divisive. Absolutely no. We are not a divisive thing, and I think our sister was on one such trip in the States. If that's what you're referring to, I think Mother should handle that.
We have already said in our statement, a desperate regime resorts to. There's no place on earth I know where you call a meeting and only certain people come. When it's a public meeting, everybody was there. So we shall react.
Thank you. So if the Yes, sir. Some of us are very clear. We have stood, I can tell you on very authoritatively, when I chaired the first ministerial, how to build on the mistake we made in 1977 when we killed East African community. Now we are fully back on East African community situation. So some of us stand for borderless East Africa and the rights of establishment. The parliament sitting in Arusha should be able to quickly deliberate on some of these things. So if you look at it that way, does it matter which side of the lake is Megigo Island? Doesn't really matter, because we want to see a borderless East Africa where professionals can have rights of establishment in Kampala, in Dar es Salaam, in Kigali, in Juba, in Nairobi. That is the vision. So this other one is, in my view, permit me to say, a bit narrow-minded.
Also add and say this. It is very well for Uganda and Kenya to agree on Migingo. Any agreement we have not forgotten. We are still focused on the criminal acts government, and a suit will be filed also extending to Ugandan government for the criminality. We have not forgotten the cross-border abduction of Mwambi. It looks like the three original states of East Africa are collaborating on oppressing their citizens. We want to hear their voices telling us whether they
what's your take about the Tanzanian move? They are proposing to ban all foreigners, including Kenya, from creating
You cannot think of free movement of goods and services without talk about businessmen and women. So we would want East Africans to enjoy being East Africa. Now in Uganda, in Kigali, or in Bujumbura, then you have to be restricted. No, the longer-term vision of integration incorporates a situation
treaty
A treaty.
and the integration.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's the last